speeches. And Shivatandava Nritya. All these, it was reminding me of the Shivatandava Nritya. One was a Nataraja, another is a Gangadhara, and third is a Veerabhadra. It is all the Shivatandava Nritya that was going on here. It was so powerful. Andhra is famous for the Shivatandava Nritya. People get inspired. We were all getting inspired as much from these three young people who have not only studied Vivekananda, but they are practicing it and they are influencing other young people also. This is what Swami Vivekananda wanted. Real education should become part and parcel of our life. So that is happening here in its own way, and I congratulate all these three speakers. Before I start my small speech here, before I start my speech, it is 10:10 now. I am supposed to take 20 minutes. I will try to finish it within 20 minutes because I am reminded of a small story. In one village, a Christian village, there was a church. So the old priest has gone away. A new priest came. On the first Sunday, he has to deliver a lecture. He prepared 1 hour lecture. And the local people, they did not know the new preacher has come. So they said the old preacher has gone away. There may be a lecture, there will not be any lecture. Nobody turned up except one cowherd boy. So the new preacher came and saw there is only one audience and he is there. So he just asked the audience, that cowherd boy, you see, you are only one person. I came here prepared for a long speech. Shall I give the full speech or shall I make it very short? Then he said, that cowherd boy said, sir, I am a cowherd. I do not know much. Whatever you think is good, you do. Then he went on lecturing for full 1 hour, full speech. Then at the end, he called that cowherd boy and asked, how did you like it? Sir, as I have already told you, I am only cowherd boy. What do I know? But this much I can tell. If I carried fodder for 100 cows to the field, I found only one cow there. I would not put all the fodder before that one cow. So, I will not put all the fodder before you. Only for what is necessary, what is possible in 20 minutes, I will give for you. Swami Vivekananda, about him, what to speak, people like us, Chakravarti Rajagopalacharya spoke long back. He said, Swami Vivekananda saved Hinduism and he saved India. But for him, without Swami Vivekananda, we would have lost Hinduism. We would not gain our freedom. So today, if we have our Hinduism, if we have gained our freedom, and we are free citizens of this country and enjoying the free citizens' life, we owe everything to Vivekananda. May we live according to his teachings and protect this great message he has given. This is what Chakravarti Rajagopalacharya said about him. That is what Vivekananda gave us. Swami Vivekananda, first of all, found out the place of our great Bharat in the world culture. We are part of the whole world, but we do not know how great we are. It was Swami Vivekananda who pointed out the greatness of this country. He said, the world has got a culture of its own. Humanity has a total culture. So in that one, each country contributes something. England contributes something about the commercial values, and France contributes the artistic values. America is contributing the individual freedom values to the culture of the world. And it is the duty of India, it has been the duty of India from thousands of years to contribute spirituality to the culture of the world. Nobody else has diagnosed this place of India in the world culture. Without India, world will be without culture. This is what Swamiji said. As world cannot be without commerce, As world cannot be without artistic and atheistic excellence, as world cannot be without individual and political and collective freedom as America practices, world cannot also live without spirituality, and that spirituality must be given by India. This great diagnosis of Swamiji is what we should remember. Therefore, India has a permanent place in the history of the world. World cannot neglect India. People are talking about today that India will become great by 2020. By 2020, what they are talking is the economic greatness. India will be able to produce so many dollars, equivalent to or more than Japan, more than China. This is what they mean. But they do not know already that India is the leader of the spiritual part of this world. Spiritual teachings in the world is going from India already. It has started with Swami Vivekananda himself. And earlier team also, Buddha had carried it up to Tashkent, beyond Russia, Buddhism had spread. Even today, the latest, when you saw the Bamni Buddhas being destroyed in Afghanistan, it was all Buddha's people's work. So many Buddhas they had put there for 5,000 years or 2 to 2,500 years back, and they destroyed the whole Bamani Buddha there. That culture had gone from this country to the whole world. Swamiji said, India has a role to play in the world culture, and her contribution to the world is spirituality. Swamiji did not leave spirituality in a vague way. He said, what is spirituality? The Indian spirituality, we mean what is described by our rishis, by their personal realization, which is recorded in our Vedas and Vedanta. Swamiji said, the Indian spirituality means, it says man is divine, tattvamasi. Oh man, you are not ordinary man, this body and mind. You are the God himself, you are Brahman himself. Man is divine. And so the goal of life is to manifest this divinity that is already there. And this infinite Atman or Brahman can be realized by everyone. It is a reality, it is a truth. Just as scientific truths were there, hidden, and they are finding out newer and newer truths. Similarly, our Atman also hidden from us. We find it out. We express it, manifest it. So everybody can do it. It is, God is true, Atman is true, and spirituality is as true as the physical sciences. He made us understand. He made the world understand. And it is on this self-experience that religion should stand. In India, we don't accept a religion which just says, you cannot see God. Because only our rishis have seen God, only you have to believe. If anybody says this, nobody will go to that ashrama, nobody will go to the swami. Only a swami who says, you come, I will give you God realization. All will rush to him. Why do we rush to this place or that place and not to this place or the other place? Which place we say is an awakened place. All of us go and stand in queue in Tirupati. We come and afterwards criticize Tirupati also. Such long queues are there, they must make better arrangement. Who will stand for 4 hours? We criticize. But why do you go again? Because we know it is an awakened God there. You go, you get something there. So awakening of the real Atman, awakening, experience of the Atman is what is required. That is what Hinduism assures. Hinduism is unique in this one, Swami Vivekananda said, from all other Semitic religions. All other religions say, you cannot realize God. Only your prophets have realized God, you believe in it. Swami Vivekananda said, I would not be such a fool to believe all my life. I'm going on holding on to the religion. Rather, I would hang myself than living on beliefs. I want to see. Belief is only the point of starting, but you must end up in realization. Swamiji said, the Hindu religion is based on self-realization, and that is how he stated Swami Sri Ramakrishna. Even today, Swami Vivekananda spoke about 100 years back, same is true today also.